Welcome students to the maths classes. Today we are going to discuss prove that integration of tangent x dx. As you know, integration of tangent x is not possible directly because it is not a derivative of any function. We are going to do with the help of another rule. Firstly, changing the value of tangent as sine theta by cos theta. Previously we have done a rule. If there is a derivative of function upside and function downside dx, integration is given by log of function in diameter plus c. Same rule we are going to use. Diameter is here cos theta, derivative of cos theta is minus sine theta. We are putting like this. So derivative of denominator is upside, diameter has a power 1, so integration become log of cos x plus c. Otherwise we can do like this. As you know, in the properties of log, power of function come up in front, shifting the power inside it. So we can write like this. It means reciprocal of cos. Reciprocal of cos is given by secant. It means according to our need we can change the sign. If we need negative value, then we use this rule. If we need positive value, then we use this function. Example on it we are going to take. If we are having the integration of tangent of x by 2 dx, then integration is given by log of secant divided by derivative of angle, which become 1 by 2. On simplify we get double of log of secant x by 2 plus c. Another example we are going to take here. If integration of cos x minus sin x divided by cos x plus sin x. There are two type of method to solve it. One of them is, if you see here, diameter derivative is cos theta, derivative is minus sin theta, and derivative of sin theta is cos theta. So first of the rule, according to same rule we have done here, log of denominator. First method to simplify. Second method. In inverse trigonometry we have done, whenever we get sin theta, cos theta in grouping, like addition and subtraction, then we apply divide by cos theta. If we divide by cos theta, this value become 1. It become tangent of theta. This value become 1. It become tangent of theta. We know the rule in plus 1 we have done. 1 minus tangent theta upon 1 plus tangent theta is given by tangent 45 minus theta. Means pi by 4 minus x. If you see, it become now integration of tangent of angle dx, which is given by log of cos, we choose here pi by 4 minus x with negative sign. Derivative of angle is pi by 4 is 0. Derivative of minus x become minus 1. If we divide this value by minus 1, we get plus sign overall. So same statement having two type of answer. Both are right. We can use any one of them. Another example we are going to take here. Suppose we are having integration of tangent x, tangent 2x, tangent 3x dx. In plus 1 we have done this result. Prove that tangent of x, tangent of 2x, tangent of 3x is given by tangent of 3x minus tangent of 2x minus tangent of x. This result we have done in 11th class. Using this result, using the value of this function here directly. So integration of tangent x, tangent 2x, tangent 3x dx can be written as integration of tangent 3x dx minus integration of tangent 2x dx minus integration of tangent x dx. Using the rule, integration of tangent is given by log of secant divided by derivative of angle, it become 1 by 3 minus log of secant divided by derivative of angle, it gives us half, minus log of secant derivative of angle is 1, so there is no need to divide it. Like this we can simplify it by use of rule integration of tangent theta. Now we are having integration of cotangent of theta. Same method, we are going to change cos of angle can be written as cotangent can be converted in cos of angle divided by sine of angle. Here denominator is sin x, derivative comes upside, so according to rule it can be written as log of sin x plus c. Otherwise we can use like this, minus 1 with minus 1 log of sin x Same previous methods, shifting minus 1 in power, we get minus 1. Log of sin x raised to power minus 1 can be written as cosecant x plus c. Now we are having integration of secant x dx. How can we integrate secant theta? To integrate this, first of all, we are going to apply here multiply by secant plus tangent and divide by same value secant x plus tangent x dx. If you open the bracket in numerator, we get secant square x plus secant x tangent x with dx. In denominator we are having secant x plus tangent x. If you see here, derivative of secant theta is given by secant theta of tangent theta, and derivative of tangent theta is given by secant square theta. So it become denominator has a derivative upside, so it become log of denominator, means log of secant x plus tangent x. Like this we can integrate secant theta. On the same way, integration of cosecant x dx is given by cosecant x multiplied with cosecant minus cotangent divided by cosecant minus cotangent with dx. Open the bracket, cosecant multiply with cosecant, it become cosecant square x minus cosecant x multiply with cotangent x, we get this one in numerator, and in denominator we get here cosecant x minus cotangent x. As you know, derivative of cosecant theta is given by minus cosecant theta cotangent theta, and derivative of cotangent is given by minus cosecant square. Due to this sign, it become overall plus sign, so it become derivative of denominator in upside, so it can be written as log of denominator, means log of cosecant x minus cotangent x plus c. Next we are having integration of dx divided by square root of 1 plus cos 2x. By using the rule, 1 plus cos 2 theta can be written as 2 cos k theta. So we can write like this, dx upon in square root 2 cos k x, it become 1 by square root 2 outside, square of cos square cancel out, we get in denominator only cos of x. Shifting upside, we get integration of secant x dx. By the rule we have done, integration of secant is given by log of secant plus tangent x divided by derivative of angle is 1. Now integrate of cos x dx divided by cos of x minus a. If you see here in denominator we are having identity cos a minus b. We cannot expand in denominator, so we are going to make it as a single by using substitution method, taking full angle as a new variable as t. So value of x become t plus a, and dx value become dt, derivative of a become 0. Using the value of x from here become t plus a, value of dx from here dt, this is given by t. Now using the identity cos of a plus b in numerator, we get cos a cos b minus sin a sin b divided by cos t with dt. If you see here, cos t cancel out, we get first term as cos a dt minus sin a sin theta by cos theta become tangent theta. If you see here, cos a is constant, come outside, integration of dt become t minus sin a is constant outside, integration of tangent is given by minus log cos, so sign change plus c. Using the value of t, we have earlier changed, t replaced by x minus a, so it become x minus a cos a plus sin of a log of cos of x minus a plus c. Next we are having integration of dx divided by square root of 1 plus sin x. If this term is without square root, then we use rationalization method, but it is in square root 2, so we are going to make it as a perfect square by using 1 by using identity cos k theta plus sin k theta. We are not representing theta, changing sign by using sin to theta, it is given by 2 sine of half of angle cos of half of angle. So angle is here x by 2. If you see here, it become now identity a square plus b square plus 2ab means a plus b whole square in square root cos x by 2 plus sine x by 2 whole square. Whole square divide cancel out here square root, so we get here cos of x by 2 plus sine of x by 2. Now another rules comes here. Whenever we get this form a cos theta plus b sin theta, we always multiply and divide by a square plus b square complete square root, which gives us square root 2. So multiply and divide by square root 2 in denominator, we get this one 1 by square root 2 cos of x by 2 plus 1 by square root 2 sine of x by 2. We try to make it as identity. We are going to make it identity of sine, so it can be written as sine theta, it can be written as cos theta. Everywhere we get a square plus b square as 1 here after doing this process, so we put here one of them as sine theta, other as cos theta. We are having the value in table, but we are using in the form of sine theta and cos theta general method. It becomes sine of theta cos of x by 2 plus cos of theta sine of x by 2. It becomes sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Sine a plus b formula. So it becomes identity of sine of a plus b means sine of theta plus x by 2. Shifting upside, sine convert in cosecant. Now integration of cosecant is given by log of cosecant minus cotangent divided by derivative of angle. Here theta is constant. If you see here, it is 45, that is constant. Derivative of x by 2 become 1 by 2 whole divided by 1 by 2. On simplify, we get overall square root 2 times log of cosecant of theta is given by pi by 4 plus x by 2 minus cotangent of pi by 4 plus x by 2 plus c.